How's it going, everybody? It's a glorious Monday, for sure. I got a story that's probably going to shock most people unless you pay attention to Austin, Texas, or if you even pay attention to me slightly. You know that Austin, Texas, which is in a heavily purple state of Texas, it's pretty much locked down for the Republicans when it comes to the governor, lieutenant governor, and those type of positions. But we got almost an evenly split between Democrats and Republicans in the Senate and the Texas House. But not Texas, but Austin, Texas is mostly blue with a speck of red. It's not even purple, it is blue. Now, I'm pretty sure that they chanted from the river to the sea in protest against Israel's unjustified slaughter and genocide of people. But this didn't happen in a vacuum. And while I do agree that the Israel's being really heavy-handed, it wouldn't be heavy-handed if it wasn't for Hamas, a terrorist organization that attacked them on October the 7th in a discount D-Day invasion type attack on them, killing innocent people. We tend to forget the reason why they're attacking Gaza. But we're going to go, of course, the, there we go. We got the 1,000 pro-Palestine protests at Texas Capitol call for a ceasefire in Israel-Hamas war. So where was this ceasefire when Hamas attacked Israel? I'm being dead serious. I mean, I get that they're being heavy-handed, and I get that people don't like the unfair advantage that Israel has over the people of Gaza. But this didn't happen in a vacuum. Hamas attacked Israel from Gaza. So now Israel has to take one for the team and have a ceasefire so Hamas can regroup. It's not how war happens. It's here. Editorial note. The headlines of this article were updated to correctly identify the Israel-Hamas war. Estimated 10,000 people from across the Lone Star State attended the protests in support of Palestine at the Capitol on Sunday. Probably a good chunk of them came from Austin, Texas. It is believed to be the largest pro-Palestine rally in Texas since the war began in October 7th. In Texas, yeah. A diverse crowd of all ages, religion, ethnicity turned out to protest the ongoing war in Gaza, displaying their palpable anger and desperation. According to the World Health Organization, more than 10,000 Gazians have been killed by the Israel strikes since the start of the war, majority of them women and children. Well, terrorists use them as human shields. Terrorists don't play by the rules, but they expect stricter rules and for Israel to tie both hands behind their back and still manage to defeat Hamas. And they also want to kneecap them too. Protesters called for the ceasefire and political accountability Sunday, alleging the accusation of genocide and complicity of Governor Greg Abbott. One thing you gotta keep in mind, Greg Abbott is a governor. There's not much he can do on the federal level. He could be a bully puppet. He could tell Joe Biden cut that out. He could have his attorney general sue the president over actions, but he's just a governor. He cannot do anything on the federal level. He is a state governor. I mean, people need to have a basic civics course. And President Joe Biden. Joe Biden can't win. No, seriously, he can't win because he's pro-Israel, which is pissing off the Palestinians. And he's pissing off the Israels or the Jewish people that support Israel by saying Israel needs a ceasefire. So he can't win. He's getting bombarded by both groups. Abbott visit Israel November the 2nd to show support to the Middle Eastern country and the Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu. I mean, sure, he could go. Hopefully he's on vacation. The northern side of the capital, crowds of protesters wave Palestine flags, with many covering themselves in keffiyeh and checkered black and white scarf, historical symbol of the Palestine nationalism. Chants from Palestine to Mexico, the walls have got to go, thunder through the crowd as they unroll a scrolling message 100 feet. Listening, Gazans children killed by the Israel attack since October the 7th. Overhead, an airplane circled the capital, a banner saying, "Save Palestine, ceasefire now." Where was the ceasefire when Hamas attacked innocent people? Thousands, like little over 1,000 people of Israel's side got killed when Hamas attacked Israel. Are we still calling out Hamas? Are we still calling out that attack? Or is this because because Israel has a standing military and they could defend itself? They can't be bullied. They have to play by stricter rules than the American people when we got our towers taken down. I don't know. It's frustrating because I understand both sides. I understand Israel is defending itself and is going to do everything it can to prevent this from happening again. But at the same time, the innocent people of Gaza, the Gazans, have to suffer because of a terrorist organization is using them as human shields. It's a messed up situation. Lavia Apia, a Texan of Palestine descent, came from Dallas to protest. She said her grandparents were expelled in 1948 and never returned. Lavia called for immediate ceasefire and retraction of Israel's settlements and returned the boundaries established by the Balfour Declaration of 1917. Sorry, but you lost that land when 3 countries attacked Israel. I lost family in Gaza, Appin said. Even if I wasn't Palestine, there isn't any kind of excuse to turn a blind eye. There is peace between 3 different religions living harmoniously and political movement to change it. Simple. After World War II, the Jews got Israel. The Muslim nations didn't like that Israel took their promised land, so they attacked them, and they captured land. A group of doctors, medical students, and dentists from San Antonio expressed their disbelief at the humanitarian crisis unfolding in Gaza. I wonder if they're talking about the border just south of San Antonio. Do they think that's an issue too? Or do they think Abbott's an evil bastard trying to prevent migrants coming to America? It's also a humanitarian crisis where healthcare workers along with their patients have not been spared. Talk to Hamas. The Palestine Red Crescent announced Sunday that Al-Quds hospital in Gaza City was no longer operational and had been surrounded by Israel tanks. The hospital has more than 500 patients. Like I said, I understand that there's issues with both sides. You have an issue with Israel attacking Gaza in the way that they're doing. It's very heavy-handed. But at the same time, it's not out of a vacuum. As I keep on saying, this is a group of people that want to see the end of Israel. To the river, to the sea means all of Israel must go. Not just prior to 1948, but all of Israel have to be wiped out. The Jews have to be wiped out. That's what that chant means. And I shouldn't be surprised that there's a protest in Austin, Texas. And I'm pretty sure the majority of those 10,000 people were from Austin, who just loves to protest and cause a ruckus. I don't know if they believe in the protests or they just want to protest and get out. But I do understand. I mean, I understand that there's atrocities happen on both sides, but there wouldn't be a response from Israel if Hamas didn't attack on October 7th in the manner that they attacked. I don't know. That's just my opinion. I think they're both. I think the government of Israel, I think Hamas are both accountable for their actions. But I think it's more of Hamas that wants to see Israel go away. I think certain Muslim Arab countries are using Hamas and other terrorist organizations while publicly saying that they support Israel. And they're using their terrorist organization to cause havoc and wreak havoc pretty much and try to invade Israel on their behalf. That's all I have. Leave a comment down below on what your thoughts are. But most importantly, have yourself a wonderful day, morning, or evening.